tutorial, I'm going to be going over Tate from American Horror Story, and I'm pretty sure this is from season 1. And this is done as a request off of the comments of my last video where Princess5SOS asked for Tate from American Horror Story. And 842 of you liked it. And I noticed when looking up the character, it also reminded me of Zombie Boy. So this look is actually a mix of Tate and the actual person that has this tattooed on themselves. And requests are definitely open now, so if you guys want to see something, you guys want to turn me into something, I don't know if I should be nervous or if I should be excited that I'm taking requests, you guys can write your request in the comments in the video I'll be putting right probably here or here. But probably over here. All products that you say will be listed somewhere around the video. Also, don't forget to follow me on other social media, which will be listed in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact me. I started off by applying my lightest foundation mixed with Graftobian Pro Paint in white. I then blended it in with my fingers and applied like a regular face powder over that because I didn't want it to be white, just pale. Just to bring back a little bit of life to certain areas, I also added NARS blush on my cheeks and on my neck. Mixing together dark brown body paint and black body paint, and then started on the outline of the skull. Now for this part of the face, I referenced Tate from American Horror Story because later on I'm also referencing Zombie Boy. Now a lot of this isn't 100% anatomically correct, so try to match it the best you can to the reference photo. And if you're a little hung up on anatomy like I am, this might make you a little crazy. I then filled in the eye area and also the nose with a mix of that black and brown body paint because I didn't want it to be straight up black. I wanted this to look more like a tattoo and more like it's been there for a while. Using that same color, I went ahead and started sketching in the teeth. Once again, the teeth do extend further than your natural teeth would, so just keep that in mind. In between the teeth, I then went ahead and added some shading using black eyeshadow and just kind of put it in between each tooth. Going back with my detail brush and that mixture of body paint, I'm connecting my lower jaw as well as filling in that area. I didn't use as much water for this area because I wanted it to be a little bit more powdery. Don't overthink things. Just like you can go ahead and draw the gum line details in there just with the brush you're using and just by shading. I also went ahead and went around my jaw. For the side of my face, I just went ahead and followed how the skull should be, which is going around your cheekbone and leaving a hole for your temple. Using my double-ended brush and gray eyeshadow, I very lightly went in and added some shading according to the reference photo I was looking at. This helped add some shading to one side of the face and also make the holes appear a little bit more like holes. I used my detail brush for like the finer areas and little details and also blended those out with my fingers because like I said, I don't want anything in here to be super harsh. The neck is quite a long process, but you don't have to get quite as detailed. Now for this part of the neck, I referenced AHS and I used the larger parts of the tendons and drew those out first, and this is all in eyeshadow. If there are any holes in between those tendons, go ahead and fill those in so you don't get confused later on. Once I had the larger tendons down from AHS, I went ahead and referenced Zombie Boy for the rest of the like neck strings. I don't know how else you'd explain it because I feel like the webbing on his neck has a little bit of a cooler pattern to it. The easiest way to explain this stringy pattern is to draw circles and then draw curves around that to make strings extending from the circles. And then within those circles, also draw additional strings and shade in any of the negative spaces. Once I had all that like webbing in there, I went ahead and added the vertebrae. For the vertebrae, I went back to AHS and referenced that. Go ahead and use your Tate reference photo and fill in any strings that might cross over the vertebrae. Also deepen up the lines that are around the larger tendons. Using black eyeshadow, I then just went over one entire side very lightly, as well as shading the larger tendons on the sides. This is the easiest and quickest way to shade this entire section. If there were any details that I may have missed, I went in with gray and black eyeshadow and just kind of touched those up. For the ears, I don't really know what's going on, so I just put those little stringy things on them. And because, like I said, I wanted it to look a little bit more like a tattoo like Zombie Boy, I went ahead and powdered the entire thing with like regular colored powder, just to mat it all together and make it seem like it's actually a part of my skin.